We're officially here. We are here for my thoughts and who I think will dethrone every current champion in the WWE. We're getting set. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button because we got way more wrestling content on the way. And I know you all will enjoy what I got cooking up. And keeping up with tag teams, might as well go over to the main roster and we go with the Unholy Union, Alba Fire and Isla as your women's tag team champions. Honestly, it's just a weird, confusing mess of a whole bunch of stuff together. I am not choosing Jade Cargo Bianca. To me personally, I think they should be single stars in my personal opinion, but I do think a babyface team will win it. The right team that should dethrone them is the Sky Pirates of Io Sky, Kairi Sane. I think perfect team to do it. Io Sky is completely over. Kairi Sane is amazing. And Damage Control doesn't really have a sense of direction. Asuka's injured. Kota Kai's out for a couple months because of injury, so they don't really have a right sense of direction. And I feel like this could give them something to set their feet in and just have something to push them along for the current moment. So I'm going with Io Sky, Kairi Sane, the Sky Pirates to dethrone the Unholy Union and become your new women's tag team champions. And continuing with more tag teams, we have the bloodline of Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Loa switching them on with the tag title. And to me personally, hate that they dethrone DIY because DIY ain't no traditional champions. And I'm still mad about that. I just feel like it's another one of those things where titles are stuck in a story just because of a story. And since it's stuck in this whole story thing, I don't see no one dethroning them anytime soon until WrestleMania 41, and that is going to be the team of the reunited Usos, slowly telling this bloodline story, and we're just waiting for the bloodline, all we can get her so we can have bloodline, full-on bloodline civil war out here. So I'm just waiting for that to happen, and I think it's pretty obvious that it's going to be the Usos because there's no way DIY is going to do this redemption arc and dethrone them. Even though I would love to, I don't think that's going to happen. So I am choosing the Usos to dethrone the bloodline and become your new WWE Tag Team Champions. Continuing with the last set of Tag Team Champions, that is the Judgment Day of Finn Balor and JD McDonough as your World Tag Team Champions. And to me, it's kind of pretty obvious how this is. Like I said with the bloodline, it's just stuck there for story-wise. I haven't really done anything with them, and they're already teasing if a team up between Jey Uso and Sami Zayn to go for the tag titles. So I could see how they get the tag titles. The bloodline costs them the titles later down the road after they win them, and then that brings them back into the story and whatever. So it's pretty obvious the road that we are going down. And Sami Zayn and Jey Uso to dethrone Finn Balor and JD McDonough become your new World Tag Team Champion. We have your NXT Women's North American Champion of Kalani Jordan, and to me, I've liked her reign so far. I've been trying to think of who's really the right person, and to me, I've really thought of the only correct person it should be is Jada Parker. Jada Parker has been killing it. She has the sass about her character, the confidence, the ego. She is good in the ring, like she has a good on promo. She has the it factor. She has that it factor that beats Kalani Jordan and gets that title because I feel like she's just the right person and just biding her time, waiting for her opportunity to finally get the championship because she has it all. It's the right person to do it. So I'm picking Jada Parker to dethrone Kalani Jordan and become your new NXT Women's North American Champion. Then we get to Mr. Oba Femi, who is your men's NXT North American Champion. And oh boy, this is a hard one to figure out. But I'm going with a dark horse. I'm going with an underdog pick that I have seen from the breakout tournament. And then I'm having the match with Tony D'Angelo for the Heritage Cup. And now if you've seen him in Japan wrestling, he's been killing. And that is Tavion Heights. This man has legit, he has the confidence, he has the it factor, that confidence that you want to see. He's also amazing in the ring. He still needs a bit of work to be built up and be credible, but I am telling you, if you see the stuff he's been wrestling, especially stuff in Japan, I am telling you, he's that Gable Stevenson that they wanted. I'm telling you, if they just build him up right, I'm telling you, he is going to be future major star in the WWE. You might think I'm going crazy, I'm wilding, but I'm telling you, he is the right person for the job. So I'm going with Tavion Heights, the dethrone Oba Femi, and become your new North American Champion. We have his LA Knight, who is United States Champion. And to me, I don't think he's losing it until WrestleMania, in my personal opinion. And I think there's going to be this slow, long build of finally someone else who's your next hottest act in the WWE, and that is Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes and LA Knight has slowly been feuding, and I feel like they're slowly teasing him up for him to get that US title. LA Knight gets that good run that he deserves as United States Champion, and then we slowly build to WrestleMania, where we're slowly going to get down the line, where we get Melo versus LA Knight again, and where Carmelo Hayes will dethrone him and become your new United States Champion, or Intercontinental Champion of Braun Breaker. And this division that he's currently in with the championship is so amazing and so stacked, and he is the best person right now. Be your Intercontinental Champion, and I don't really feel like he's losing it anytime soon. And to me, honestly, I think the only person that's gonna do it, I feel like they've been prolonging it for so so long since of 2022, and that is Sheamus. I feel like at WrestleMania 41, Sheamus will finally be a Grand Slam champion and finally get the Intercontinental champion, because getting his grand moment, getting the Intercontinental champion and becoming a Grand Slam champion. So I'm choosing Sheamus to dethrone Braun Breaker and become your new Intercontinental champ. NXT's main cards titles, and that is Ethan Page as your men's NXT champion. Honestly, to me, it's obviously going to be Trick Williams. They are slowly teasing this story of Trick Williams trying to find himself, rebuild himself back up to the title, even though I don't know if he should win it back again. I don't know, because the division's kind of been a whole bunch of a mess, but either way, it's pretty obvious Trick Williams is still one of the biggest stars in NXT at the current moment, so there's no way they're not gonna. So I just think it's inevitable. I don't know when this year, maybe down the line, when they move over to CW, Trick Williams finally wins it. I have no idea, but it's sooner or later Trick Williams will become your NXT champion again for a second time. And now we get over to Roxanne Perez as your NXT Women's Champion, which I think she's been killing it, and to me is personally the women's wrestler of the year. So then you run into this problem of who can dethrone this phenomenal type of star, and many people think are going to be the just Stephanie Vaquer, and we have as Julia. It could be obvious picks you can think of, like, oh, one of those three are going to dethrone them, especially Stephanie Vaquer or Julia, because they've actually said their names on NXT. They've actually been on NXT. You know, Julia being at NXT Stand and Deliver in the crowd, Stephanie Vaquer actually being shown on NXT TV. Oh, it's going to be one of those two, which I'm not going to complain one bit if either one of them, if Stephanie or Julia become champion. I'm not complaining. I'm huge fans, both women, so I wouldn't kill, but I'm not choosing any of them. You may be thinking I'm crazy for not choosing, you know, Julia, Stephanie Vaquer, but no, I think there's one woman that should have been on the crash course to be the one on the road to be the one to dethrone Roxanne Perez, and that is Tatum Paxley. And you may be thinking I'm crazy. No, I'm telling you, Tatum Paxley has shown time and time again why she's amazing in the ring, amazing character, or good at what her character does, and decent enough and good enough on promos. She has been killing, and the fans have been on her side every single time she's been in a championship match. Honestly, I really think she was gonna be the one to dethrone Roxanne. I feel like they were telling that story before the draft with, you know, Roxanne, Lyra, and Tatum, and then they were gonna do a one-off feud of Tatum and Lyra, but then Lyra got caught up and never got to finish the feud with Tatum. It kind of left Tatum Paxley floating around, not really having this story. And yeah, she currently is in this weird story between Kalani Jordan, Wendy Chu, the North American Tatum characters. Yeah, she wants a championship because she wants a friend that will never betray her or break her heart or whatever. And I feel like the champion that she said she started it with would be the right championship to do. I feel like it, to me at least, it's weird if they're still telling that type of story with a whole nother championship. You told the story with that championship, and this whole story was told with that championship, and I feel like it would just be kind of weird. She never won a championship, one of the most popular stars, hot as ever, and I just feel like she's the right person for the job, and she has all the capabilities to keep this championship prestigious and keep leading Roxanne left as your NXT Women's Champion. I just feel like Tatum Paxley is the right person for the job. To WWE Women's Champion of Nia Jax. And to me, even though she's freshly new, there's only legit two people that you can really say that will dethrone her. That's Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. To me, honestly, I just don't know what they're doing, because you have Tiffany Stratton Money to Make, where she could easily cash in on Nia and have that whole story of a breakup of friendships and whatever. And potentially, if Charlotte Flair returning, there's this weird mix of we could potentially do Charlotte Flair having the championship. Just because we all know someday she's gonna get that 17th championship or whatever number it is, and maybe Tiffany cashes in and then becomes champion. I'm just gonna choose Tiffany at the current moment. Then we get over to Miss Liv Morgan as your Women's World Champion, and it's pretty obvious it's gonna be Rhea Ripley. I do wish they would have did more with her in the women's division as Liv as champion. Hate they didn't do it, but either way, the women are both in the most popular stories in WWE right now, one of the biggest women's stories. I feel like at least she got a decent bit of run, and I think we're just biding our time for when Rhea Ripley will finally reclaim her Women's World Champion and become your new Women's World Champion. And then you have your recently new crown World Heavyweight Champion of Gunther. And honestly, it's kind of a bit iffy on who you think will dethrone him, but the reason why I chose John Cena, I feel like this is the great perfect moment of the two different opposite sides of Gunther being the one who respects the ring, respects wrestling, not no goofy actor, comedian, doing stuff for the fans. So this whole story could end up leading to where John Cena finally wins his 17th World Championship. I feel like it's very possible, and I'm just gonna stick with it. I'm choosing John Cena to dethrone Gunther and become a new World Heavyweight Championship. Now we get into Cody Rhodes, and I'm gonna keep this short and simple. It's not The Rock, it's not Roman Reigns. That'd be completely stupid. You're just gonna put it all back in Bloodline again? To me, that is stupid. You're just reversing back what you do. You're just doing a reverse card and going straight back to what you did. I think it's Randy Orton, and I feel like we're gonna get that heel turn because I feel like they're slowly starting to tail that heel turn. Plus, you have that mentor, student type of thing you could do. It would just be an overall great story, and finally giving Randy another world title reign. It would just be a perfect moment because if you're not doing Randy versus John Cena at WrestleMania, then the next best thing for Randy Orton is to face Cody Rhodes, dethrone Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 41. But either way, these are just my thoughts, predictions, and theories of what I think could happen in the future with all of our current champions in the WWE. But let me know down in the comments, do you agree or do you disagree? Who do you think will dethrone every champion? Let me know down in the comments. Hit the like and subscribe button. We're gonna have to wait and see what happens with all of our current champions in the WWE. So now y'all can go. Bye bye. Shoo shoo go go.